In this video, we're going to show you how the title page packs work with Proposal Pack. So we're going to illustrate this with the Proposal Pack for any business design theme, as that is the design theme the title page packs are meant to be used with. Now, we do have hundreds of Proposal Pack design themes. Those are our custom line art and photo design themes. Any other Proposal Packs with those design themes have their own custom title page design that's used with that design. So say Proposal Pack Architecture number 1, that has an architectural design theme and it has its own custom title page to match. So you do not use the title page packs with a graphic design theme. The Proposal Pack for any business is the plain looking design that is just black and white text on the pages, and that is easy to swap in any one of hundreds and hundreds of title page backgrounds, because it is not going to clash with any other pages in the document with this design theme. So we'll illustrate just creating a stock document without using a Proposal Pack first. And the title page packs are just replacements for the title page template. That's all they do, is they just replace that one front cover design. So we'll create a very short proposal. And the other thing the title page pack will affect is the color scheme applied to the rest of the document. Now that color scheme is going to be font type colors, page borders, bullet point colors, cell colors in tables, and so on. So I've selected 5 pages. We'll just build a stock out-of-the-box document with no changes. Okay, now the document's been generated. Let's open that up. And you'll see this is the stock out-of-the-box plain black and white text and some gray boxes in the title page. And this only applies to the plain looking Proposal Pack for any business design theme, as this is the design theme that is intended for people to build up their own design theme, or for those who want a very conservative looking plain design. That's good for government RFP responses and so on. So you see here, everything's just shades of gray, black and white text, no added graphics or colors to the document, as opposed to our hundreds of other design themes that have full color photo and line art design themes across all the pages. So since we're illustrating our title page packs, those are designed for this Proposal Pack for any business, to do a simple change out of just this front cover with these gray blocks. So now that we've showed you the out-of-the-box document that's going to generate, we can just go back and edit the project. Now the Proposal Packs come with volume number 1 of our title page packs. We do have 40 different title page packs. Now our Expert Edition, the professional, will have 5 of these 40 packs. You'll see that each title page pack has 5 different designs. Each one of the 5 designs is in 120 different color schemes. Some of those color schemes also have a little bit of extra design, like say a woodwork style background. Most of them are solid color designs. So you'll see the design themes, and I'm showing you a page on our website that has all of them. Title page pack 5, you can just see it has a lot of block designs for the most part. You can just look through the title page packs to find one that you think you like. Say title page pack volume 11, the first design. That might be a good one for a DJ or an entertainment company. Title page pack volume 12, and it's got some globe designs in here. A lot of the designs are just different variations on shapes and so on. Title page pack volume 15 and 16, that has some racing looking graphics. So you can just look through all of these and find one you like. And again, these title page packs are all completely optional. They're good for people who don't have a lot of design skills or who just want a quick and easy design. Now, using our Expert Edition, you can actually create your own design themes using your own photos, your own backgrounds, and so on, based on your exact color scheme and logos. Let's say title page pack volume 40, that has some more designs that would be good for, say, real estate, painting, and so on. So whichever title page packs you've purchased, or that come with your proposal pack or your pro kit, will be available in the title page tab of the Pick Document screen. So we're using the same project that we just built that last document from. We'll keep the same 5 pages. But now we're going to go into the title page tab. Okay, so now we're going into the title page tab. And we just happen to have all 40 designs loaded. So whichever one or ones that come with your proposal kit or proposal pack or that you've purchased individually will be in this list. So we'll just illustrate volume 1 since that's included in everything. And you just click the select a color scheme and design. And now you can page through all 120 pre-made color schemes. So let's just pick an orange, blue, gray. So in title page pack volume 1, the blocks design, that is going to look almost the same as the stock block design that comes in any business style. So if you want to keep that block design, just select the blocks style and pick a different color scheme. Or, we can pick, say, the arcs design, and we've picked the blue, orange, gray. Once we've picked one of the 5 designs, we've picked a color scheme. We just click the Use Selected Design and Color Scheme button, and you'll see the little color scheme and the design that's been selected will show here. That's all you have to do. We can just click OK. Since we've already built this project, we've got to delete the files and start over again. So now we're going to regenerate the same document, but now it'll have a different color scheme and it will swap out the gray block design of the title page with the blue, orange, gray arc design. Okay, now we've regenerated the document. Take a look at that. You'll see the front cover letter is always a plain document without any colors or design. And you'll see the arc design. And note that Word kind of will fade out the full color of background designs that are in the header or footer. This is only a display issue. It's not going to apply when you save it as a PDF or print it. So if you just double click into the header, you see the full blue and orange color that will be in the final printed or PDF version. And you'll see the blue, orange, gray color scheme has been applied to the various pages. So this is the same document as the original in the gray, except it's got a slightly different color scheme and a different front title page. And we'll just illustrate one final version using a completely different title page pack. we'll just show title page pack volume 39. And this has one design, circuits. That can be like a technical design. And we'll just find a color scheme we like. I'll just go with the green-purple design. You'll see this has been changed. I'll just rebuild the document again. So this is a good way to use the proposal kit to make iterative design changes to a document when you're first getting started, to kind of dial in the design, the color scheme, and so on. Your list of chapters, and just get the document just right for what you need before you start editing your final versions. And if you need to step up at some point to a full color design theme, you can do so. If you have the Expert Edition, at some point you can start creating your own custom design theme with your own background graphics and custom color schemes, typography, and so on. So the title page packs are intended for a quick and easy swap of the front cover page with the plain design theme and a pre-made color scheme. Okay, now we've generated the document again. Let's take a look at that. So now you'll see we have this technical design theme with a purple-green color scheme. And you can still completely customize a lot of this. Say if we don't like the purple text here, what if we want to tone that down a little bit? We can go into the word styles. We can just say modify. Let's just change that to black. And you'll see that changes all the chapter headers to black. Same thing, we can change these page border colors. You can customize all of the colors here after the fact or during assembly. So that's how you use title page packs, for just a quick and easy swap of the front title page to a different design, different color scheme using the proposal pack for any business. Make sure you look at our website for the hundreds of full color line art and photo design themes, and the Expert Edition of the Wizard for creating your own full design theme. There are other videos that will cover how to do that. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and click subscribe to keep up on the latest proposal writing tips with Proposal Kit.